Thornton Darts here, and welcome back to another video. Or if you are new here, welcome to your first video. So I'll give you a bit of an overview into the channel, who I am. So I am Zachary Thornton, hence Thornton Darts, and my job is that I design darts. So I work with a few brands up at the professional level, so people like Ryan Searle, Matthew Edgar, all the way down to the amateur players like you and me down the pub, county players. So within my job I get to see lots of different darts. I've thrown lots of different darts, and what this video is about today is sharing some of that experience on the darts that I threw when I first started, and through all my research of darts, some of the darts that I think are the best value and the darts that I think that would be a great place to start for beginners. So I won't spend too long yapping, let's get into some of the darts. Okay, so the first place we're going to start is a dart called the Designer Dark Thunder. Now, Designer are a really good brand, and the way I describe them is sort of cheap and cheerful. So I'm going to recommend this dart called the Dark Thunder. Now, the reason why is because the straight barrel dart is kind of iconic, and so is a twin ring grip kind of dart. So Phil Taylor, when he first started, used this kind of grip. Gary Anderson, very similar as well. So it's a very, very popular style of dart. And also the great thing about these darts are, so you can find them on Darts Corner here, you can sometimes find them in your local shop as well, but they're sub £25, so £20.95 on the website, and it also comes in 20 all the way up to 30 grams in stages of 2, so 20, 22, 4, 6, blah blah blah. So really good place to start, and also they're black and silver as well, which a lot of some of the cheaper darts tend to be all plain silver, so it's nice to have a little bit of colour in there as well. Right, so the next dart we're going to take a look at is again from the Designer range. I'm going to pick out a few from this range, however they might not all be on here, so I would recommend going to check these out on Darts Corner or look in your local shop, because sometimes they do stock them if you have one near you. But the reason I'm picking these out, they're called the Patriots. This is the Great Britain edition, and the reason they're called the Patriots is because you can actually get flags of your country colours on the dart. So for example, there's a Germany edition where you can have the German flag colours and German flag flights. So based on the country you're from, you can pick the sort of colours that fit your country if you want to. And the great thing about these darts is it's a kind of similar grip to the ones we just looked at, maybe a little bit closer together, but it comes with different size stems, so you can test out not only darts but a different version of equipment. Comes with leather wallets and some checkout cards, so if you're unsure on the checkouts and stuff, you've got those cards there to keep on your side when you're practicing at home and just eventually get used to remembering those. So it's a really good value bundle there to start off if you are a beginner. Okay, so the next dart we're going to look at is the Designer Smoothie darts. Now, these are a very simple straight barrel style dart with basically no grip on. Now, no grip doesn't mean that it's going to slip out your hand. What I would say with these is, because there's no grip on the dart, there's more of the surface area of the dart that you're touching with your physical hands, fingers, if that makes sense. So it's not just going to zip out your hand like maybe you think. It's a really good dart to try, smooth on release, and for under £20, £18.95, you can't go too far wrong. And they come in a few weights, 22, 4 and 6 I believe. So a good little range there for you to try. Okay, so the next dart we're going to look at is a dart that actually is made by the same shop that's selling the darts. So Darts Corner is the website we're on currently, where you can buy lots of different darts, and they actually have their own range of darts out. Now this is one of them called the Squadron darts. They're blue. It's a slightly different shape to some of the other barrels we're looking at, so if you're not into the straight barrel style, you could try more curved barrel. There's lots of different options on there on the Designer and the Darts Corner ranges. And this one's a little bit blue. Again, good value because it comes with 2 lots of flights, 2 lots of different size stems, and again, sub £20. You can't really go wrong. Next up, we're moving away from Darts Corner and coming over to the Red Dragon website. Now, Red Dragon are known for sponsoring players like Peter Wright. We've got Gerwin Price and players like Johnny Clayton. Now they also do some really good value darts in their more basic ranges that aren't the pro level, and we're going to go through a few of those on their website. So one of them is called the GT3s. A nice solid dart, 90% tungsten, simple grip along, nice colours, a red and black combo, really popular. With these, the flights that come with them are a little bit more fancy, as with the stems. You don't get as many as some of the other ones we've seen previously, but it also comes in a nicer box, so a little bit easier on the storage. And again, just over the £20 mark, so very good value for money. You don't have to break the bank to get some really nice darts. Okay, so the next dart I'd recommend would be these Red Dragon Defenders. Now these are a longer barrel, around 54.6, so kind of like a Darryl Gurney style dart. And the great thing about these is, again, it comes with some standard flights and stems. It's 85% tungsten, so it's a little bit cheaper, but that doesn't mean it's a worse dart. It just means it's a tiny bit thicker than it would be if it was 90%. But the grip on here is quite fine. It's a good level of grip on there. But the best thing about these is they're only £15.90, so sub £20 for a very solid dart. Next dart I'd like to recommend is these Red Dragon Razor Edge. Now I know so many people that throw these darts. It comes in a good range of weights, and the main appeal of them is that grip. So if you work in maybe the building trade or have just got rough skin naturally, I would recommend probably something grippy like this, because something a bit smoother, like maybe some of the other darts we've looked at, you might not be able to feel in your hands as well, or you feel like you need that bit of extra grip to get a bit more welly into your dart. That's how it will feel. So I'd recommend these because they're sub £20, good range of weights, good grip, and also it comes with some really nice stems and flights on these as well, so good value little bundle there. Next we have the Red Dragon Amberjacks, a very popular dart from Red Dragon as well. See many of these around, and this sort of shape is very similar to a Johnny Clayton style dart. And also if you like the orange and black theme, then these are great. Comes with that same styling on the darts, so a really smart little bundle there. And it's another different sort of shape for you to try as a beginner. Again, if you want to be trying different shapes of darts, if you pick some of the high-end stuff, some of the players' darts, you could end up spending a lot of money. When you're just starting out, take a few of the different basic ranges of darts with those different shapes, and if you enjoy that shape, maybe then look at the players' darts afterwards rather than spend out all the money at once. Okay, so we've looked at some darts specific shops. So a lot of Darts Corner, Red Dragon, they only really sell darts. Now eBay is somewhere that most of us have probably had a look at, or our parents, or most of us have heard of eBay, and a lot of brands are starting to sell on eBay as well. Now Perfect Darts, which is very sort of similar to Darts Corner, I believe they own them now. They've brought out some very good simple ranges of darts on eBay now. So again, a nice simple ring grip style barrel here with some matching flights and stems. It's real good value, a leather wallet, and sub £20 with free postage on eBay. So a real good value bundle, lots of different weights there, so a good little place to check. Okay, so the next place we're going to take a look at is Quantum Darts. Now Quantum Darts is a bit of a smaller brand. They've been about a little while now, so they've got a good range of darts, but what I would say about Quantum is it's another good value for money brand. So take a look at these darts here. They're called the Tyros, £23, a nice simple John Lowe style barrel, comes in no nonsense packaging. It's got your flights and your stems in there, and it's just an all-round good basic shape of dart to try. Staying on the Quantum website, we also have these Triad darts. Again, several weights available, but also the great thing about these is you've got front grip, middle grip, and a rear grip. So a little bit of a grip preference there for beginners to use. And also, as we said before, no nonsense packaging, comes with your flights and stems, but also these darts are sub £20. So real good value, and good to support some of the smaller brands coming through. They're making some really good value stuff. So I definitely recommend checking those out. Right, so the last dart I'm going to show you is from Argos, and they are the Whitmore Navigator 3s. Now I believe these are only sold on Argos in the UK. I'm not sure about the rest of the world, but the good thing about them being sold in Argos is if you think about where you live, there's probably not a dart shop local. However, with Argos, you can go down to an Argos, which most places in the UK have. You can go down to a Tesco's or a Sainsbury's, because sometimes you can pick up your orders from there. And it's just such a good value dart at sub £20, and you're not waiting for post. You could just go down to your local Argos, pick up your order, come home, try out your darts, all in the same day, as long as they're in stock. And you get a couple flights and stems with them as well. Not the highest quality flights and stems in my opinion, but a very good bundle nevertheless. It comes with the checkout card as well, I believe. And it's just a good basic looking dart, and they're used so often because they're just so easily accessible, which is great, which is why companies are now looking to sell on places like eBay and Amazon, because more mainstream audience go to those sites, whereas sort of only maybe experienced darts players may go to places like Darts Corner or other shops, for example. And that's sort of it for this video really. So all I was trying to get across was that when you're first starting out darts, you don't have to buy all the high-end stuff. Just try out a couple of different shapes, because at the start you may be working out the sort of things that you do or don't like. So when you're first in that phase of trying out a couple of darts, it's good to just sort of say with the cheaper stuff, and then when you start to work out what you like, then maybe if you want to, you know, treat yourself a bit more, you can go along and buy those more expensive darts, knowing that you're not necessarily wasting the money because you've tried the cheaper darts that are similar and you know that you like that sort of style. So I hope this video has helped you guys, and if you do have any other suggestions in the comments, guys, that I've missed out, please do put them in there so any newcomers to this video can also go through and have a look at those darts as well. But thank you guys for watching the video, I appreciate it, and see you later. Ciao.